Well, if you've been following the North Farmington Raiders or the Farmington Falcons in this 2019 season, well, you've been through a lot. A lot of winning, that is. For the first time in history, these two football teams meet with each an undefeated team. It's the battle tonight for the OAA Blue Division title. The battle tonight for the championship of Farmington and Farmington Hills. It's the battle tonight for the jug. It is the battle tonight for the bragging rights. When we leave here tonight, one of these teams will be undefeated. One of them will not. TV10 is proud to present high school football tonight. The North Farmington Raiders, a perfect 7-0, against the Farmington Falcons, likewise a perfect 7-0. Hi again, everybody. My name is Rich Kincaid. We greet you tonight from Ron Holland Field, and what a beautiful setting it is. You see from our main 50-yard line camera that the visiting stands across the way are already packed, and we've got a good 16 minutes to go until kickoff here tonight. We are awaiting the coin toss. Everybody's ready for that, except we don't see the officials down there at midfield, but they'll be here to join us, so not too much longer. All right, this is a series which dates back to 1962. The Raiders and the Falcons have played not every year, but they did play every year from 1962 until 2002. That was a run of 41 consecutive seasons. The overall series, and this is meeting number 53 all time, the Raiders lead it 33 wins to 19 losses. There has been one tie. The Falcons won last year 27-7. They've won the last three get-togethers with North Farmington, and they have won 6 of the last 7. The only North Farmington win in that stretch came back in 2015. We see the officials heading on out to midfield now. The captains are shaking hands, and let's head down to midfield for the coin toss here this evening. There's Raider assistant coach in the sunglasses on the extreme right of your screen, John Harrington, of course, for 49 years, up until last season, the head football coach at Harrison High School. In the foreground, one of the captains for the Falcons, number 6, that's Aaron Watson. One of the captains for North Farmington, number 76 is in your picture.
He's going to toss the coin for us tonight. He's got an American silver dollar. That's a head. That's a tail. What you call?
You can also see from this shot from midfield what a lovely evening it is here tonight for football. Just about at sunset now, and as we look across the way, it's a lovely reddish orange. The coin toss has been held. We'll get the signal from the officials. He's pointed out which team is going to defend which goal. And we're told that Darius Slay was out there for the coin toss as well. Well, if there was an announcement by the officials, a signal as to who was going to kick off and who was going to receive, frankly, I missed it. And the players are departing the midfield area. We'll get that information to you soon enough. Now, there's Coach Corey Soroch of the Farmington Falcons making his way actually off to the visitors' dressing room here at Ron Holland Field. We had the opportunity yesterday to sit down with Coach Soroch and also with John Herstein, the first-year coach of the North Farmington Raiders. And as we get ready for kickoff here tonight at Ron Holland Field, let's give a listen to that interview. Why not? We're joined this afternoon by John Herstein, the football coach. Herstein, the football coach. Herstein. Okay, I got it right. I've been having a problem with that all year. I've been trying to fix it. Eventually we will. but undefeated as a head coach in your first year at North Farmington. Corey Soroch, the third-year head coach of the Farmington Falcons, his team likewise undefeated. Are you guys are you nervous right now? I'm a little nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm happy to be here.
There we go, Coach.
Feeling good.
There we go. What about the emotions with respect to your two teams here as we head into what's going to be the biggest high school football game likely of their careers to date?
I'm sure everybody's excited. I know over at Farmington we're excited. Our kids are excited. We focus most of the week on preparation, but we know the atmosphere on Friday is going to be big, and I think everybody involved is really excited to be a part of it.
Coach Rustan, how about your side?
Well, I think both players on teams. He's got a couple players that played in the state championship game. So do we. So big game, definitely, no doubt. But I think some of the kids have been well prepared for it and are excited for it and welcome the challenge.
What has the impact been of the Harrison kids that are roughly in equal numbers dispersed from Harrison when they shut down in the spring? There was about 10 guys that played football for Coach Harrington at Harrison on each of your squads. What has their impact been on your team, starting with you, Coach Soroch?
I think it's, we welcomed all of them really early, and it meshed a lot faster than we thought it would. We're in a situation where we got a lot of kids that are from a well-coached program, played successful football, that just joined the kids that we had last year. They seem to really enjoy being around each other, and obviously it's worked out to date. So,
Coach Rustan, your observations on that?
Well, I think, again, kids are resilient. They adapt pretty easily. The kids that came over from Harrison to North, obviously you've kind of leaned on them as leaders. They understood the vision of where we want to go with the program and what we wanted it to look like. So we've been able to lean on them. They've all been in leadership roles in that respect. But, as far as meshing with the other kids have welcomed the challenges that we set in front of them.
The first-year coach of the North Farmington Raiders, he has never supped from the bitter cup that is defeat, a perfect 7-0, and this is rookie season. Meanwhile, his counterpart on the Farmington Falcon sideline, Corey Soroch, in his third season with Farmington, and as we say, his team likewise coming into this one a perfect 7-0. So we've heard how the coaches feel about the big matchup tonight. An article in the Detroit Free Press overnight said there's some bad blood down there between the Falcons and the Raiders, and more specifically between some of the players who were with Harrison last year and who elected to come here to North Farmington, and others opted to join the Farmington program. Some of those guys a little bit angry with one another. We interviewed them over the course of the week leading up to the game tonight. Jordan Turner, Jura Alexander, representing Farmington High School, Sylvan Brown, Andrew Dooley, and John Burnett on the Raiders side. Let's hear from those young people right now. Well, let's hear from some of the young athletes in their own words. We'll start with a couple of star players for the Farmington Falcons, starting with a running back, Jordan Turner.
After this school year for football, it meant a lot. It's my senior year, 3-year varsity my last year. And, I've been fighting with my brothers on the football field for 3 years. It's our third year, and it's just exciting to see how far we can get together. After last week, we gave her a 24-hour rule. So on Saturday, we just started focusing on North, watching film, studying what they do, and our whole focus to practice hard, give 100% effort every day in practice, and then we just got to execute to our best on Friday when we play.
It's been
Coach Soroch, tell us about Jordan Turner.
Tremendous kid, really well-rounded kid. He is he's a Division I recruit. He's going to Wisconsin next year. Played 3 years varsity football for us as a linebacker, tight end, running back, does a lot of things for us. But an even better kid than he is a football player. He's a high GPA kid, 3.8, 3.9, honors classes. 3-year captain for us. You could give me all day to talk about him. He's a great kid. You want kids like Jordan Turner in your football program.
And also starring for the Falcons this year is Jira Alexander. And here are his thoughts on the big game against the North Farmington Raiders.
It's been a great ride so far. The switch from Harrison to Farmington, it was different at first. We had to take time to get used to it, but I really think it means a lot. Because it shows how two teams can come together and be one, and then make an actual run. And so I really enjoy that part. And we just take steps every week, becoming better That way, we can have no setbacks for any team we face.
Coach Soroch, you have to have players like that. Of course, you've been getting great play out of the quarterback position so far, but without guys like that, you're just a quarterback. You can't beat anybody.
Absolutely. So Jaira came over from Harrison this year, and he was voted one of 5 captains for us by his teammates. Very mature kid, really cool kid to be around. He has a great personality. He's definitely the verbal leader of our football team. Doing awesome stuff on the football field as well as a tight end and as a linebacker. He's definitely a good leader for us.
Coach Urstein, let's meet some of the North Farmington Raiders, starting with Sylvan Brown, tight end, and we've seen him make some plays on the defensive side of the ball. No question about that. Let's first hear from Sylvan Brown, then talk about him.
And making sure I stay on my studies and keeping everything together in class. Like if I had one of my teammates in class talking, let them know, like, be quiet. We can talk at practice. And then on the field, just making sure everything stays focused, because we have a goal. We all want to win. Well, each week we do install, we watch film. Our coaches make us a scouting report, which is basically like a packet that tells us everything we need to know about the team we're going against. So, each week we do the same thing. So, Farmington, we're going to knock them down.
Coach, Sylvan doesn't sound overwhelmed by the prospect of tomorrow night. He seems like he's ready for the challenge, certainly.
Yeah, so Sylvan's been with us on varsity for the last 3 years at Harrison, and really kind of the neat thing to see with him is, a little bit about him, is the growth he's made since his freshman year and even before that as a person, changed his academics, just his whole attitude about life. Those are some of the great things that you really like to see as a coach and as a teacher, the growth he's made. And I think, obviously, as far as a football player, he's improved, and he's a leader for us, and he's a kid that we lean on quite a bit.
That's the best part of coaching, isn't it? You get these kids when they're ninth graders, and you watch them. Maybe not turning to men by the time they're seniors in high school, but certainly pretty close to it.
Yeah, no doubt. That's an exciting part of it, is just that overall growth, and then seeing where they turn out in the next 10, 15 years. What type of successful adults that they turn into. Those are some of the things that really excite me as a teacher and a coach, is those relationships.
We talked about Sylvan's contributions on the defense. Another name we've called an awful lot this season on TV 10 as we've been fortunate to bring in the North Farmington Raiders to football games is Andrew Dooley, the linebacker. Here are his thoughts on the big game.
Helping people around the school, helping the kids, because it's a new program to them, so they don't really, you have to get used to it. I'm helping them adjust. I help them adjust. We prepare the same every week. Like, it was Pontiac, Farmington, Avondale.
Is just making sure my
All right, so Andrew Dooley, he's going to play a big role for you there on Friday night, Coach Urstein. We know that.
Yeah, he's played a big role for us all year long, and I expect the same out of him. Kind of a cool thing I heard both him and Sylvan say was about helping their classmates, helping their teammates. Andrew's a buddy in our special ed program. Coach Soroch and myself, we've organized a special ed fundraiser for Special Olympics, so it's kind of cool to see the guys get an opportunity for that. And, be able to bring it full circle back to the whole community.
Now, we've been talking about some of the players that have come over from Harrison. John Burnett's a bit of a different story. You get the team into North Farmington as a ninth grader. He's a senior right now, and he's jacked for tomorrow night.
is just making sure my team's prepared for every game and just knowing what we have to do to go and execute and just doing our job, because take it one game at a time. I think it's helped us prepare a lot, because it's obviously a big game coming up, and it's like we're both 7-0, so this is for the league and city championship, and the expectations are higher for us to go out and get the win, especially for our community and for the school. So I just think that me and the two other captains, being leaders of the team, we got to prepare the same way we have for everyone else, because we've been on a winning streak, so that's pretty much it.
Coach Urstein, talk about this young man again, a guy who's been around the program a little longer than you have. He's been here all 4 years.
Yeah, I think he's excited for what the program's looking like right now and kind of the changes that he's seen. Obviously, he's seen the highs and the lows, and he's a high motor kid that loves football. He'd be just the type of kid that you want on the field and want on your team, both as a leader and as a playmaker.
Well, the marching band has been out on the field, and they are in the midst of departing right now. We're moments away from kickoff here at Ron Holland Field. Both these teams 7-0. That's the storyline. A small asterisk with the Spartans as across the way the Farmington Falcons take the field to the cheers of their fans on the other side and the boos of the Raider fans on this side of Ron Holland Field. That asterisk for Farmington, one of their victories over Pontiac came by virtue of a forfeit. Pontiac and 0-17 North defeated them 68-0. Doubtlessly, Farmington would have beaten them as well. Raiders averaging 45 points a game. Falcons averaging 44 points a game. On defense, the Raiders giving up 9 points per game on average, and the Farmington Falcons on average this season have allowed 13 points a game. It's been my pleasure to be joined up here in the booth all season long by our statistician and our spotter, Sam Fisher. Sam, we've enjoyed the exploits of these North Farmington Raiders over the course of the season here. The statistics show them to be so close. I don't know how to pick it. Who do you like tonight?
I think I'm going with North by 5 points. North has a really good team, and what Farmington's been able to show is great too, but North Farmington, they've really been able to step up their defense and their offense.
You really have to like Jacob Busamra, their quarterback. 21 touchdown passes this season. That's tough to beat.
Oh, it absolutely is tough to beat. Farmington is a good quarterback too, so they're going to have to lock down both quarterbacks on the defense side.
I think at the end of the day, Sam, it's going to be a heck of a show here tonight. We're proud to bring it to you here on TV 10. It is a quintessential Fall Friday for football as we look out here. The waning light, again, that sun creating the red glow in the sky, and the trees are just not at peak color, but they're just starting to get to peak color. It is just a perfect October night for what promises to be pretty much a perfect football game here tonight between the Falcons and the Raiders in a series which dates back all the way to 1962. In the early days of this rivalry, it all belonged to the North Farmington Raiders. You go back to those early years in 1962, and the Raiders shut out the Falcons in the first ever meeting between these two teams, 7-0. One of 14, I should say 15 Raider shutouts in this series. In fact, the Raiders shut out the Falcons in 6, and there you look at those fall colors. The Raiders shut out the Falcons in 6 of the first 8 games ever played between these two schools, and running in a stretch from 1962 through 1969. And the Raiders shut out the Falcons 3 years in a row from 1968 until 1970. Then in the 1980s, the Raiders shut the Falcons out 5 years in a row. Farmington did not score a point against North Farmington in 1986, 87, 88, 89, and 90. They were outscored by the Raiders in that stretch 130-0. As we mentioned, this series saw the two teams meet each and every year for 41 straight years from 1962 through 2002. The Raiders early on again 8-1-1 in the first 10 meetings between the two teams. The Raiders won 16 of 17 from 1977 through 1993. And after that victory in 93, the Raiders had an all-time lead in the series of 26-5-1. Since 93, though, the Falcons have the lead in this series 14-7. Well, none of that matters now. Doesn't matter that Farmington won last year or that they've won 3 straight of 6 of the last 7. We're going to settle it all on the gridiron here tonight. We're just about ready for kickoff as a sunset comes to town on this October the 18th, 2019. And here we go. The battles of the undefeated, and the Falcons defending the north goal to our left. Kick that ball off, and it is fielded by the Raiders, and their opening return will see them with field position out to about the 27-yard line or thereabouts. That was number 23, Taj Cheatham, on the return for the Raiders. 1st and 10 for North Farmington. They'll operate, as we say, from their own 27-yard line. The battle for the jug is joined, and we are underway here at Ron Holland Field. It is terrific to have you with us here on TV 10 on this lovely night for high school football. Jacob Busamra, the quarterback for the North Farmington Raiders, who's had an unbelievable season, has completed 71% of his passes, has thrown for 21 touchdowns so far this season. The lanky transfer from a quarterback wears number 2. Raiders send in motion Justice Clark. And on first down, it's a little dump-off pass to the near side, and it's completed by, caught by Eddie Lenton, and Lenton spun out of bounds in the vicinity of the 33. Call it a gain of 6 yards on first down for the Raiders, and Busamra finds himself early on 1 for 1. So the gain is 6 on first down, second down and 4 from the 33. A whistle as the ball is snapped. That whistle coming from the side judge on the near side. Generally a procedure call on the offense, but we'll wait and see. Offside against the North Farmington Raiders. So that'll push them back to the 28. Second down and 9 from the 28. They just gave back the yards that were gained on that Busamra to Lenton pass. This Falcon defense has been stout this season. As we mentioned, they allow 13 points a game as Busamra, keeping it all the way, turns the corner on the far right side and is brought down as he makes it out to the 36-yard line for a pickup of 8. Third down and 1 to go here for the Raiders on this, the opening possession of the football game. I think we started looking at the schedule long about week 2, maybe week 3. You're thinking, wow, you know, see how well Farmington's playing. You see how well North Farmington's playing, and you see who they had between themselves and this game here tonight. And you started thinking early in the season, I wonder if they could be undefeated when they met. Miles Gresham on the carry. He's short of the first down, stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Last one to get up is Farmington's number 11, Alan Roberson. And he'll get credit for that tackle, and it's 4th and 1 right here for the Raiders. I don't think they'll go for it, but I don't know. Oh, there's a flag down. There's a flag down. There's a penalty here against the Falcons. It's a long one, too. It's a 15-yard penalty. That'll give the Raiders a first down.
Yeah, I want to say it was unsportsmanlike conduct, but not sure.
Sam thinks it's unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't see a signal from the ref, but it is a big penalty, a 15-yarder. And the Raiders are into Falcon territory at the 47-yard line. Busamra, his second pass attempt, caught down below by Miles Gresham. And Gresham only able to make a step or two after the catch. And it makes it a 5-yard gain. Second and 5 from the 42 for the Raiders, who stepped to the ball in lively fashion. Jacob Busamra out of the gun. Has a running back, Burnett, off his right hip. He's going to look to throw it on the left side. It's caught across the way by Justice Clark. Or check it, it's caught by Clark Crockett. And that'll be first down yardage, I think. I believe they're marking the ball at the 35, but there's another flag on the play. The gain was to the 35, but there's that flag on the far side of the field. Let's see what this is all about. We're scoreless here in the early going. This is the first possession of the football game. And the penalty goes against the Raiders. And they move the football back to the 50-yard line. I believe that's illegal participation was the signal we saw. So instead of having the football at the 35, it's a 15-yard penalty marked off from the 35, so the pass to Crockett was complete for a first down. Then the penalty moves it back to midfield, first down and 10 for the Raiders at that point. So it couldn't have been illegal participation. It was a post-possession foul. They got the gain of 7 for the first down, and then the penalty minus 15 yards. So first and 10 Raiders at the 50-yard line. Here's Gresham, had a little trouble taking the handoff, trying to turn the corner, gets drilled out of bounds, hit by Jordan Turner. Jordan Turner, we will say the senior for Farmington a lot tonight. They have a lot of seniors, 29 of them, as a matter of fact, on a roster, which is about as veteran as you're ever going to see. 29 seniors and 14 juniors. Second down and 5 from the 45. The fight song of the Farmington Falcons is a version of On Wisconsin, and Jordan Turner next year is going to be used to hearing that. He is going to Wisconsin on a football scholarship. Second down, 5, scoreless early, and a whistle prior to the snap. Already the third flag we've seen tonight. And it's against the Raiders. They give Gresham's 5 yards back. It's second down and 10 from midfield. Got 9:37 to go here in the first. No score in the battle for the jug between the Farmington Falcons and the North Farmington Raiders. They actually do play for a jug. One side of the jug is a lovely blue and white with a black F on it for the Farmington Falcons. The other side, brown and gold with the North Farmington for the Raiders. Busammer escapes pressure, completes his pass on the left side. I believe that's Clark Crockett on the grab, and he is, and it is. And he is immediately taken out of bounds, but not until he's down to the 38-yard line. So the pickup is 12, and it's a first down for the Raiders. We are at Ron Holland Field. We talked about the Raiders' great success in the early years, actually the first couple of decades of this series, and Ron Holland was the coach of the Raiders when they were having that success. Gresham on the carry here and give him a gain of 2. Original line of scrimmage, the 38. And they're down to the 36 now, second down and 8. Busammer with 2 running backs back there. They both stay into block as Busammer throws deep. Flag on the play. The ball fell incomplete down there, but there is a flag. It's going to be pass interference on somebody. The question is offense or defense. And it goes against the Falcons. So they walk off 15 yards from the 36. Raiders will have first and 10 from the 21-yard line. This is their opening drive. This is the first possession of the football game. And we are scoreless here at Ron Holland Field. The winner of the game tonight will be the champion of the OAA Blue Division. These two teams are running away with the division, as a matter of fact. A counter play to Gresham, and that's going to lose about 4 yards. Maybe 5. Ball's on the 25. It's between the 26 and the 25, and as you know, when it's between yard lines, if it's not touching a yard line, the ball is said to be at the yard line immediately forward of the ball, and the yard line immediately forward of the ball in this case is the 25, so it's a loss of 4 for Gresham, and it's second down and 14 for the Raiders as they scrimmage from the Falcon 25-yard line. Busamra, quick little throw across the way, and that's caught. That was caught by Eddie Lenton. He was taken out of bounds by Julian Ama. The gain on that play, I think, is going to be to the 14. And it is. So it's a pickup of 11. it's 3rd down and 3 from the 14. This drive began at the Raider 27-yard line. We've seen 4 penalties during the course of this drive. 2 of them 5-yard penalties against the Raiders, but there have been 2 15-yard major penalties against the Falcons. Dusamber rolls left to the near side, in trouble, and down he goes. Brought down by number 52, Engelbert Vila, and number 59, Steven Singleton. Both of them are seniors. Loss on the play is back to the 17. So it's a loss of 3 on the sack. It's 4th down now. 4th and 6 from the 17. Well, the Raiders have a terrific field goal kicker in Massimo Sambati. But before they decide whether to send him out there and try to put 3 on the board, they're going to call a timeout here and talk it over. And there's the situation. It is exciting here. Not only our vantage point is looking to the visiting stands here at Howland Field. We're on the west side looking east. And across the way, I've never seen the visiting stands, I don't think at any TV 10 broadcast ever, as full as they are tonight. The visiting fans filling the stands. The Farmington, well, it's not that long a trip from Farmington High School to here. But more than that, if you look as we view it to the right of the visiting stands, all lined up around the fence, all the way around the south end of the field, the fans are standing, and in some cases they're a couple of deep to watch this football game here tonight, which is again a scoreless game with 7:17 left to go in the opening quarter. It is 4th down for the Raiders, and they're going to go for it here. On 4th and 6 from the 17, the line to gain is the 11. Busamra's going to be all alone in the backfield. Blitz is coming to get him, and they do get him. He got a pass away, however. It's incomplete. The Falcons want grounding, but I don't think it matters much. It's simply a loss of down penalty. There is a flag thrown back near the 30-yard line. I'm sure it's for that. Coming on the blitz was Jaira Alexander, number 2 for the Falcons. Other Falcons joined him in short order. The Raiders are going to turn it over on downs. It's intentional grounding. It is declined. Doesn't matter. It's a loss of down penalty. So the Falcons will take over 1st and 10 at, they're going to spot this football. They will get the sack yardage that was lost, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think that football, they're saying it's going to be back. Well, they don't have the stick set yet. Let's see, as you can see. So what's that look like to you? About the 18-yard line? 17? Let's find out for sure. It's at the 17-yard line. All right. So for the first time tonight, we'll take a look at that Farmington High School offense. 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. They stopped the Raider drive after the Raiders had gotten all the way down to the Falcon 14-yard line. Then you had the sack on 3rd down and the grounding on 4th down, and you get a loss on 1st down here for the Falcons as there were 3-4 Raiders breaking through, busting through the line of scrimmage, and they dump Jordan Turner for a loss on the play. Turner down at the 16-yard line for a loss of 1. Well, we didn't necessarily expect to see that. We'll have to see if that is a trend tonight, because the Falcons simply couldn't keep them out of the backfield there on 1st down. It's as if the entire front line of the Raider defense got into the backfield. They do it again on 2nd down. 22 and 16 and 3. That's Sylvan Brown at 22. Des Blanche, number 16, and John Burnett, number 3, all swarming the ball carrier. And the result of the play, essentially the same as it was on 1st down. Instead of a loss of 1, this time it's no gain. 3rd down and 11 from the 16 for the Falcons, as the Raiders flex defensive muscle early on here. On each of the first 2 plays, the Falcons simply couldn't block them. And here we are, 3rd down and 11. Scoreless game, first quarter at Holland Field. The undefeated Falcons of Farmington against the undefeated Raiders of North Farmington. And a whistle prior to the snap. Timeout called here by the Falcons. That's their first. Well, the Raiders, with an emotional start to the night on defense. They stopped at Jordan Turner on first down for a loss of a yard, and I'm not even sure who got the ball for the Falcons on that second down play. I was too busy watching that Raider defense, but whoever it was held to no gain. Might have been Nolan Moore, number 3, but with no gains, it is essentially statistically insignificant. What is significant? The score. Nothing in the first quarter. Rich Kincaid joined in the booth by our statistician, our spotter, Sam Fisher. We got Don Carter running the production down in the truck. We got a great crew on hand for you here tonight. We're glad to have you with us here on TV 10. All right, 3rd down and 11 here for the Falcons. Max Martin, their quarterback, number 4, with a running back on either side. Out of the shotgun, looking to go long down the middle. Got a man, and it's incomplete. I'll tell you what, Jacoby Sikora thought he was grabbed onto a little bit by the defenders. Clark Crockett, number 81, was one of them, and Taj Cheatham, number 23, was the other. But the pass goes incomplete. There is no flag. If you take a look at the replay, pass was a little bit too long, but if your receiver's being held, that might be the reason the pass was a little long. So on 4th and 11, it's going to be a 3 and out here for the Falcons. Having a little trouble with these silver numbers here. That is number 3 having his punt blocked, and it's going to be recovered. It's a touchdown for the Raiders. It's a touchdown for the Raiders. It's a touchdown for the Raiders. Nolan Moore has his kick blocked. It is recovered in the end zone. I believe Blake Morris, number 56, did the recovering, but it might have been number 76 for North Farmington. It's a touchdown for the Raiders, a 6-0 lead with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Go find out who 76 is for me. So Sambati comes in for the extra point. It's up. They like it. 7-0. North Farmington, a stunning turn of events here with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. Anthony Dooley with the fumble, with the blocked punt recovery in the end zone. And the Raiders, just like that, take a 7-0 lead with 5:15 to go here in the opening quarter. How about that? A 3 and out forced by the Raider defense, the first time the Falcons got the football here tonight. And then with Nolan Moore in punt formation near his own goal line, the Raiders came through. They blocked the kick. They recovered in the end zone. How about that? Dooley with the recovery, number 76. And a 7-0 lead for the Raiders. Now here's something that would be nice to know. I wonder when the last time was the Falcons trailed in a football game, right? I mean, they have rolled over their opponents. This might be the first time all year they've trailed. A kickoff by North Farmington's Sambati sails into the end zone. That's where they usually wind up when Massimo steps into them. So the Raiders 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. After the big fumble recovery, I keep saying that. The punt block recovery in the end zone. It's about as rare a play as you see, right? It's more likely you'll see a fumble recovery than a block punt, but you know, I'm supposed to know these things. So a punt, block, touchdown for the Raiders and a 7-0 lead. And the Falcons take over. 5:15 to go here in the opening quarter. Martin with the handoff to Turner, looks for a seam on the right side. He'll pick up about 3. Or check it, not Turner, but rather Keon Shaw. Keon Shaw, the ball carrier. And give him a gain of 3. Well, the Falcon offense right back on the field, but not in the fashion they had hoped for. They are now playing from behind. Max Martin, one of the former Harrison players who opted to come to Farmington. The players at North Farmington angry with their former Harrison teammates, the ones who went to Farmington. And there were some tasty quotes in the Detroit Free Press this morning. Ball carrier again is Shaw, and he'll lose a yard this time. Brings up 3rd down and 8. As we settle into this one, 4 minutes exactly to go in the opening quarter. The big showdown here tonight between the undefeateds. This is the first time in history that the Raiders and Falcons have met this late in the season with each team undefeated. So here's the 3rd down play. It's going to be a keeper by Martin, and he's got nice yardage into the secondary and all the way out to near midfield. Give him a gain to the 48. That's a pickup of 26. First down of the night for the Falcons. A beautiful run, a keeper by Max Martin. You see him, he just takes that snap, and there's not a lot of fakery or hesitation involved here. He's just got that seam on the left side, and all the way he goes out to near midfield to the 48-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Farmington Falcons right in front of us here at Holland Field. And now bouncing into the second level, that's Keon Shaw, and he's out near another 1st down for the Falcons. They'll mark him down with a gain of 9 yards to the 43-yard line. 2nd and a yard from the North 43. As the Falcons, their first foray into enemy territory here in this one tonight. 7-0, the Raiders lead on the blocked punt recovery in the end zone. Shaw tries the right side, fumbled the football, but it's recovered, picked out of midair by a teammate, and it's going to be 1st down Falcons. It was Jordan Turner who grabbed it out of midair, and he picks up additional yardage on the play to the 31. At the end of the day, it's a gain of 11 for the Falcons. Some of it from Shaw, 3 or 4 yards credited to Turner. So the Falcons on the move to the 31-yard line of the North Farmington Raiders as we approach 2.5 to go in the no longer scoreless first quarter. The Raiders have the lead 7-0. Max Martin, number 4 at quarterback, has a man in motion, hands him the football. Greg Moore. Moore's going to be stopped for a loss of a couple of yards. Yeah, he loses 2 to the 33. Martin, number 4, gets that play from the sideline and rejoins the huddle here. This is a hugely important drive to the Falcons after falling behind as they did on a turnover. Martin, the keeper, won't have the kind of success that he had on his first carry, which netted him 26. But he will regain the 2 yards that they lost on 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 10 Falcons from the Raider 31. What a crowd here tonight at Holland Field. Well, why wouldn't there be? It's been the talk of the town all week long. The two teams were undefeated. I just had not mentally prepared myself for the sight of this many people at Holland Field. They have filled the stands, and they are filling the perimeter, standing up against the fence line. It is a beautiful sight. All right, big play Falcons, 3rd down 10. High snap, Martin fakes the handoff, dumps it to the left side, and it's just out of the reach of Jaira Alexander, incomplete. It's 4th and 10. Guerrero, the intended receiver. So what is Corey Soroch going to do on 4th and 10 at the 31? My guess is he'll go for it, because if you wind up putting and the ball goes into the end zone, it's going to come back out to the 20, so you've gained 11 yards of field position, which isn't that big a deal, so why not go for it? So they do. 4th down and 10, Falcons. Keon Shaw in the backfield to the left of Martin. There's a flag and an illegal motion penalty likely here against Farmington. Yep. Actually, a false start penalty. At any rate, now it's 4th and 15 from the 36. That's so costly. And now Coach Soroch will send out the punting unit. Well, remember, the first time those guys were out there, they had their punt blocked. It was recovered in the end zone for a touchdown by Andrew Dooley. And that's where we are. 7-0 Raiders on that punt block fumble recovery. High snap. Moore gets the kick away. Does a good job of getting it to go out of bounds. Inside the 10, at the 6. 30-yard punt, 3-0. And most importantly, it pins the Raiders back at their own 6-yard line. Raiders had a nice drive on their first and, to this point, only possession of the football game. They went from their own 27-yard line all the way down to the Falcon 14. The drive stalled at that point, but they wound up using that field position to get points when their defense forced a 3-and-out, and the punt by Farmington was blocked and recovered in the end zone. Raiders take over with 41 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Busamra completes a pass to Lenton on the near right side, and that's first down yardage and a little bit of action along that near sideline. There's a flag, and we're going to have a personal foul penalty here against Farmington. Pass was completed out to the 16-yard line for a gain of 10. We're going to tack on 15, I'm fairly certain. Yep. Now that's going to bring it all the way out to the 31-yard line. A late hit on Lenton. 1st and 10 North Farmington. Well, the Falcons had him pinned back at the 6, and one play later, the Raiders are at the 31. 33 seconds to go in the opening quarter. A good look at number 2, Jacob Busamra, the transfer from Cranbrook, who's thrown 21 touchdown passes this season for the Raiders. He'll fake to Gresham. Intermediate range passes completed for a first down, caught by Jasper Beeler. Call that a gain of 11 out to the 42. Beeler open. Getting there a little late was Jaira Alexander on coverage. So now North Farmington out to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 again. It'll be Gresham this time around the left side, outruns the pursuit, cuts it up inside, and he's out to midfield before he's dragged out of bounds. Credit the tackle to Farmington's Jaira Alexander and give Gresham a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 from the midfield stripe as the quarter comes to an end. So the first quarter here tonight belonged to the North Farmington Raiders. Their defense was outstanding, especially on the first possession of the football game for the Falcons, which ended with a blocked punt, which was recovered by the Raiders' Andrew Dooley in the end zone for a touchdown. And that's the situation here at the end of one. A 7-0 lead for the North Farmington Raiders. Maybe the surprise here in the first quarter was the effectiveness of that Raider defense. However, on their second possession, the Falcons did mount a drive and got down to the 31-yard line of the Raiders before things went awry, and they wound up having to punt the football away. The Raiders taking over at their own 6-yard line, but they have quickly moved the football out to midfield. In fact, they've moved it into Falcon territory. Or no, check it. They have not. The football is, right now, it's on the 49-yard line of North Farmington. It is 2nd down and 3. So give Gresham a gain of 7 on that last carry. And the football officially is at the 49. All right. Our housekeeping is in order. We know the score. We know where the football is. We know where we are. It's Ron Holland Field. We know what it is. It's a big game. It's the battle for the jug. Movement on the interior line. I'm not sure who's going to be flagged here, but somebody will. That is to say, I'm not sure which team is at fault, but it looks like it's going against the Raiders, and they'll walk off 5. A lot of penalties early here tonight. That's the 6th flag we've seen in this game. 2nd and 2 becomes 2nd and 7. The new yard line is the 44. Raiders break the huddle here. A lot of weapons out there for the quarterback, Jacob Busamra, who is a weapon himself. Delayed handoff Gresham, and he's brought down in the backfield, tackled in the backfield by Steven Singleton. Singleton got to him in a hurry, but look at that. Flag number 7 is on the field. Maybe holding against the Raiders. They're asking Coach Soroch what he wants to do, take it or not. And I think he's going to. Although, well, let's wait and see. I believe they've declined it. Holding against the Raiders, and they decline it. So they'll take a loss of 2 on the play. Or check it, a loss of 3 back to the 41. And it is 3rd down. 3rd down and 10 from the 41. So there you go. They decline the penalty to set up 3rd down and 10. They show blitz, the Falcons do, and they bring blitz. And Busamra gets it away, and just off the fingertips across the way of the intended receiver, Lenton. And on coverage for the Falcons, I believe that was Cameron Sims, number 9. I believe it was. But the pass is incomplete on 3rd down. And it's 4th and 10, and we're going to see the Raiders punt the football away. For the first time ever, we can hear a chant from the visiting stands here in our broadcast booth. The Falcon faithful are chanting "block that kick," and if they do, it'd be turnabout, being a fair play. Busamra, the quarterback, is also the punter. We get a whistle and a timeout here prior to the punt. It's the Falcons with their 2nd timeout of the first half. An unusual time to call a timeout in a special teams situation as you're awaiting a punt like that. The only reason I can think of is that you didn't have enough players on the field. You had too many players on the field, or you had the right number of players, but not the right players. So three possible explanations actually. But a timeout gone for the Falcons here. 7-0 Raiders with the lead. We're just underway in the second quarter. 11:47 left to go in the 12-minute period. Five times this season, the Raiders have put an opponent on the clock, the running clock. 4 times the Falcons have put an opponent of theirs on a running clock. They likely would also have 5, but again, that game against Pontiac, a game they easily would have won. Pontiac winless this year. Was forfeited, so they never had a chance to put him on the clock. Good-looking punt by Busama is going to roll to the near sideline and be downed at the 28. Clark Crockett doing the downing. So the Falcons take over. With 11:36 to go in the half. And they trail it by that score of 7-0. The 54th meeting between these two teams. The Raiders leading the all-time series, 33 wins for them, 19 wins for the Falcons, and very early in this series, the two teams played a 0-0 tie back in 63 or 64 or thereabouts. It's a long pass down the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Max Martin was trying to get it to Jaira Alexander, but they didn't click. 2nd down and 10. So far tonight, neither offense has put any points on the board. Special teams, the scoring here tonight, the only touchdown. And that came after the Falcons went 3 and out on their first possession of the football game. Oh my, a personal foul. There's a flag, as you see, and it's a personal foul against Farmington. That is the 7th flag we've seen here tonight. And that's a half the distance to the goal line. And it moves it back to the 14-yard line. It is still first down. First down and 24. And they'll try to run the ball and only pick up a yard as Max Martin was brought down by John Burnett. Martin on that keeper gets 1. So it's 2nd and 23. Martin up under center, wide receivers split to the far side on either side, throws it underneath to Turner, who'll get 5 or 6 out to the 20 or the 21. Dooley on the tackle. Football's at the 21. It's a gain of 6. You see this little pass into the flat and a leaping grab by Turner. Jordan Turner, who will be playing at Wisconsin come next fall. Well, come next August. And good for him. Instead of fight for Farmington, he'll be singing on Wisconsin. The melody is the same. 3rd and long here for the Falcons, and Martin unloads one deep down the middle. Oh, it went through the hands of Jaira Alexander, and he might have been gone. that might have been a 79-yard touchdown pass that went a glimmering right there. A well-thrown ball by Max Martin, who now you're seeing Alexander jaw-boning a little bit with one of the Raiders across the way as he heads back to the Falcon Hunter, but the pass goes incomplete and put a pin in that one. That may have been a big, big play. Martin's got the time he needs to throw. Nice job by his running back, Nolan Moore. And look at that. Oh, Alexander had a couple of steps and couldn't bring it in. So it's 4th down. And the punt is actually going to be returned for a couple of yards there by Eddie Linton. And the Raiders are going to have terrific field position. They will take over near midfield after the 38-yard punt by Nolan Moore. So North Farmington
got a flag down, but we don't know what it's for.
Sam tells me there's a flag on the field. And there it is. You see it near the top of your screen, near the first down marker, and it's against the Raiders. And it's a 15-yarder. So that'll back him up to the 33. Maybe, perhaps, I would just be speculating. I did not see a signal from the official here. But it is a 15-yard penalty, and the Raiders have it first and at 10 at their own 33-yard line. They take over with 10:21 left to go. In the second half, they take over leading the football game by a score of 7-0. The battle for the jug. It's on the Falcons sideline tonight. Fake handoff to Gresham. Busamra can't find anybody open. Now he throws it over the middle, threw it into some traffic, and very upset is Jacob Turner, or Jordan Turner, that he didn't intercept that football. The Falcons number 12. You see Falcon pressure here. And Turner trying to stretch out and bring it in. Couldn't quite do it. The intended receiver was number 24, Justice Clark. 2nd down and 10 from the Raider 33. North Farmington 7. Farmington no score here in the second quarter. Busamra. Blitz coming, trouble coming, throws it away, incomplete. And there goes the grounding flag. If that's what it is, and we have every reason to believe that's what it is, it'll be the second grounding call tonight against Busamra, who was facing some serious backside pressure there. Intentional grounding the call. That'll move the football back to the 20-yard line. And it'll be 3rd down and 23. So the evening began with a show of force by the Raider defense, and as the evening has moved along, the Falcons are beginning to assert themselves on their side of the ball defensively. And the Raiders will call timeout number 2 right here. Sam Fisher will be down on the field at halftime interviewing Falcons coach Corey Saroch. It has been what we expected in that it's been a close football game. You saw the score 7-0, and even the points that even those 7 points coming on special teams, I think we expected to see more offense, but I'll tell you what, when you've got 2 good defenses going, well, you have to appreciate what they've been able to accomplish tonight. And they have accomplished a lot. Consider the fact that the Raiders came into the football game tonight as a team with 971 rushing yards, needing therefore just 29 on the ground, which they probably have picked up to rush in an aggregate for 1,000 yards this season. That's a solid rushing attack when you consider that they've only played 7 games. Busamra on 3rd and 23, and the Raider quarterback lobs it deep down the middle and diving but unable to come up with the football is Miles Gresham. Gresham's hurt. Well, we remember earlier on this year when we saw Gresham injured here in the Ferndale game. That was in week 3 when the Raiders beat Ferndale 22-0, and Gresham left the football game late. He sat out the following week at the game at Pontiac that the Raiders won 68-0, just as a precaution. And now we see him slow to get up after this long, incomplete pass. A lot of contact down there, wasn't there? On defense at number 11 is Alan Roberson of the Falcons. There was no flag. And, or was there? No. I looked at the sticks across the way and they confused me momentarily. I was looking at the front end stick, which is the line to gain stick, and it's at the 43 where it should be. And it just threw me because there's another stick, which is the line of scrimmage. It's all the way back at the 20. And I got confused for a moment. All right, the crowd giving Miles Gresham a hand as he slowly makes his way to the near sideline, and he looks a bit unsteady. Well, we hope that he is able to return to action shortly because he's a great football player, Miles Gresham. He has given us all many thrills this season. He's just been tremendous. Gresham this year came into the game averaging 6.5 yards a carry, 561 rushing yards, 9 rushing touchdowns, a couple more receiving touchdowns, and a return touchdown for Miles Gresham. So let's hope he's able to get back in there. The Raiders on 3rd and 23 punt the football away. Busamra's punt will kick back towards North Farmington's goal line. And it's just going to lay dead at the 40-yard line, and the Falcons take over following a 19-yard punt, make it a 20-yard punt. So Farmington 1st and 10 at the Raider 40-yard line. 9:45 to go in this second quarter. It's taken time to play this second quarter. Still, it's hard to believe we've only played 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the second quarter. Keon Shaw spinning, driving his legs, and picking up 4. Sylvan Brown on the tackle there for the Raiders, along with a gaggle of teammates. And actually give him 3. The football's on the 37. Second down, 7 to go. Falcons, they trail 7-0. We approach 9 to play in the second quarter. Max Martin with an offset eye to his left. A backwards pass, fumbled down there, and it's picked up, and it's going to be a big loss as Nolan Moore was able to at least recover the football for the Falcons, but they're all the way back to the 47-yard line. So that's a loss of 10. Nolan Moore did a nice job that was a live football. There's no question but that was a backwards pass, a lateral, if you will. And it's going to be 3rd and 16 from the 45-yard line. Or no, 46-yard line. Yeah, 3rd and 16. They run for it. And Martin on that keeper, able to get it down to the 39 for a gain of 7. but it's still going to be 4th and 9. If you look at Martin, it looked for a moment, didn't it, like that ball might come free. But he was able to hang on. And the Falcons, who had great field position at the 40, went with that backwards pass on first down, and it cost them 10 yards. And so now they're in a 4th and long, and they're going to kick it away. They're going to say, we will live to fight another day, and they hope to pin the Raiders back deep in their own territory. Let's see if it works. Moore's kick. Fair catch signal. Bouncing near the goal line. The Falcons are going to down this football in the field of play. They do pin the Raiders back. I'll tell you what, it was just going to die at about the 2 or 3 yard line. The Falcons came diving in to make sure it didn't get to the end zone. And a 36-yard punt is huge for the Falcons here, as North Farmington will begin this possession with 7:12 left in the half, and they're going to start at their own 3-yard line. But remember, back late in the first quarter, they were backed up to their own 6-yard line, and 3 plays later, they're out to near midfield. So they've shown they can be an explosive offense. They've shown it all season long, and they've shown it in this one tonight. I was almost afraid the Falcons there, as number 5, Tion Sample, came diving into down the ball. We're going to knock it inadvertently into the end zone. Running play on first down, it's Miles Gresham for 1. And on the stop was Alan Roberson, number 11. So the Raiders still backed up at their 4. Taking a good amount of time to break the huddle here. Straight I formation. The tailback is Gresham. He'll get the hand. No, it's a fake. Bussammer throwing across the way and completing it to Brunette, who's out near the first down but short of it by a yard. Knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. More on coverage. The fake fooled me. And Bussammer gets the pass away. And it was Aaron Watson who knocked Brunette out of bounds at the 12. That's a gain of 8. And it's 3rd and a yard. Real big play right now. 3rd and 1 for the Raiders from the 12-yard line. They'll just try power football here, and it will work. They'll get that first down. It was the up back, the tailback, Andrew Dooley. And Dooley muscles ahead to the 16. Gets 4, first down. You can't even see the ball carrier in that pile of humanity. There he is. So a big play there. 1st and 10 Raiders from the 16-yard line after the pickup of 4 by Dooley. Dooley was the man who recovered the fumble in the end zone to give the Raiders the 7-0 lead, which they currently enjoy. They have a fresh set of downs now, the Raiders do. Scrimmaging from the 16-yard line. Again, the I formation look here is up under center as Jacob Bussamra gives to Gresham. Can't turn the corner, though. An outstanding defensive play by Cameron Sims to bring him down. That'll be a 4-yard loss for Gresham. Watch Cameron Sims of the Falcons, number 9, on the lower part of the screen right there, fighting through his block and bringing Gresham down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, 14 from the 12. We're at 4:45 to play in the second quarter. The clock is running. Here at Ron Holland Field, it's getting crisp on this October night. There's a double pass here for the Raiders, and it's incomplete. They're trying to get the ball to Lenton, who it appeared to me was well covered out there by Alan Roberson. So the pass is incomplete to Lenton. It's 3rd down and 14. Take a look at this. The backwards pass across the way to Des Blanche, and then Blanche trying to get it to Lenton. And I thought Lenton was well covered. He seemed upset that the pass didn't reach him. At any rate, maybe he's better off that it didn't reach him. It's 3rd down and 14 from the 12 for the Raiders. Remember, they were pinned back there after a Falcon punt. They began this drive at the 3-yard line. Busamra almost a jump pass, and it was almost ticked off. Nolan Moore, senior DB, got a hand on that one and broke it up before it got through to Justice Clark, number 24. So 4th down, and the Raiders will be punting from deep in their own territory. They'll scrimmage at the 12-yard line. Nice job by Moore to come across and knock that out of bounds. You saw number 2, Jaira Alexander, in coverage as well. So Busamra stands inside his own goal line waiting for the snap, gets it, has plenty of time, puts a nice foot to it, and it is fair caught out near midfield. Alan Roberson on the catch. So the Falcons, pretty good field position again, as they will start in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Remember, after that last punt, they had the football at the Raider 40. Couldn't generate a drive, so they pinned the Raiders back with their punt, exactly what they were seeking strategically to do. So on the exchange of punts, they wind up losing 9 yards. Keon Sims on 1st down gets 4. There you see Shaw, and there you see a bunch of Raiders on top of him. Martin goes all the way over to the Falcon bench, gets the play from Coach Soroch, and then hustles back to the Falcon huddle. I formation with a wideout split to either side. It'll be Shaw again, and he's got an opening into the second level, cuts it up inside 30-25, and inside the 25-yard line before Clark Crockett can bring him down. A big gain and a big 1st down for the Falcons down to the 23-yard line. Shaw picks up 22. Boy, that was a nice little cut up inside, wasn't it? 1st and 10 Falcons from the Raider 23-yard line. This is as deep as the Falcons have gotten into Raider territory in this game tonight. 1st and 10 from the 23. The Raiders have the lead 7-0. Shaw for a 3rd consecutive carry, and he gets nice yardage to the 19, a gain of 4. It's getting chilly here. As we approach halftime at Holland Field, we'll have the Raider marching band for you. 3 minutes to go until halftime. The clock running and the Falcons driving. It's almost chilly enough that one wishes one had brought gloves tonight. Shaw up inside, and he's going to be gang tackled, but not before he's to the 15-yard line. The last 4 snaps, and Keon Shaw has run the ball on each and every one of them. He was hit near the backfield by Des Blanche, but carried him forward down to the 15 for that 4-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 2. The Falcons with their best drive of the football game so far. It's the up back close to the 1st down. It depends where they spot it. Jordan Turner was the ball carrier. The Falcons just trying to push that pile forward. Malik Hardy given credit for the tackle. Where are you going to spot it, and is it a first down? It looks like a first down. They may measure here. Yeah, they will. Well, here in the booth, I think he's got it. Down on the field, we'll find out momentarily. So you see the football between the 14 and the 13. I think he's got it by the length of the football. If not, it'll be 4th and inches. Taking a while to get the chains out there. Have you noticed that in major college and in pro football, they hardly ever measure anymore? I think they've got a device in the sticks that tells them whether or not the ball has made the line to gain. Wow, that's close. I've got the glasses on it, and boy, he's an inch short. 2 inches short. Wow. All right. So Turner officially gets 1, and it is 4th and 1 from the 14. So all they got to do is have Martin sort of dive to either the left or right of the center, and he should be able to pick it up. They need 2 inches here. It's 4th and 1 for those of you scoring at home. It's 7-0 Raiders. The only touchdown in the game coming on a special teams play, a blocked punt recovered in the end zone. We have 2 minutes and 1 second left to go before halftime. The Falcons are driving. This play will determine whether they continue driving. It's 4th down and 1. Martin dives ahead. He's got it. The surge pushes him down at near the 11-yard line. Officially a gain of 3. It's a first down for the Falcons. First and 10 Farmington from the Raider 11. Clock running here. As soon as he took that first step, Martin had achieved the first down. What you like to see, now that they've changed the rules, it used to be illegal to shove the running back, for a teammate to shove the running back from behind, or a fellow lineman, a fellow teammate, but now you can, and you see these guys coming up from behind and just pushing the pile forward, and I think it's a little bit more entertaining. It's 1st and 10 Falcons at the 11-yard line. Martin rolls, pulls it down to the 5. He's going to score. Touchdown Farmington, touchdown Falcons. Max Martin, an 11-yard carry around the right side. There are no flags, and it is a 7-6 ball game. The Falcons drive 49 yards in 7 plays. Here's Martin around the right side, lifted the ball up like he was going to throw. I don't believe he ever had any intention of throwing the football. He goes in for the touchdown with 1:06 to go in the half. The all-important extra point is up, and it is good. So the game is tied 7-7. Max Martin with the touchdown run, and the Falcons have drawn even here tonight. The pendulum, the ebb and flow of this game has been ebbing towards Farmington. I would suggest the entirety of this second quarter. They've been able, the Raiders had an effective drive on their first possession tonight. They had a pretty good drive at the end of the first quarter into the second when they started at their own 6 when were able to march into Falcon territory. But their last 2 or 3 possessions, the Falcons' defense has shut them down. And they have achieved field position, and they've finally managed to cash that in for a touchdown. Max Martin on the ground, an 11-yard touchdown run, and with 66 seconds to go in the half, the Falcons have drawn even with the Raiders here at Holland Field. This kick will be returned. And Gresham back out there after being shaken up earlier is only able to bring it back to the 19-yard line. So the Raiders, they've got one timeout left. They're at their own 19-yard line. It's a tie game. They'll probably run a play or two here and then, just let the time run. That's my guess. Busamra alone in the backfield. Brunette just off to his right. Busamra under pressure. Runs out of there, fumbled the ball. It's going to be recovered by the Falcons. They're going to take over at the 35-yard line with time on the clock. It was Jera Alexander who recovered the football with 51 seconds to go. Busamra fumbles the football. The Falcons recover. They have it at the Raider 35. Here you see it. Busamra's got the ball a little bit loose, and he's hit from behind. And it may have been Jordan Turner, number 12, who hit him, but he fumbled, and it was recovered by Alexander. And the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They've got the football with 51 seconds left. So they may have a chance to break the tie. They have one timeout remaining. Play action, Martin. Flushed, goes to his right, eludes a tackle, dances down the sidelines, out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I think he's got a first down. There are 39 seconds to go. Well, you see Martin here. He's in a world of trouble. Sylvan Brown, number 22, is coming to get him, but Martin gets away. And they say he went out of bounds right there at the 25-yard line. Yeah, it is a first down. So 39 seconds to go. The game is tied at 7. The Raider fans below, you hear them. Defense. Martin out of the gun. Time down the middle. Incomplete. Led Jacody Sikora just a little bit too much. .33 seconds left. 2nd and 10, Falcons from the 25-yard line. Good job by the Falcon offensive line to keep him out of there. And you see Sikora, there were 3 Raiders near him, but he was open. 2nd down and 10. This is exciting, isn't it? Sam Fisher will be chatting it up with Falcon coach Corey Soroch at the break. Max Martin slipped and fell down. Falcons should likely burn their timeout here, and they do. No, they don't. Clock is still running. So it's 3rd and 13 after the loss of 3. Martin just fell down. 3rd and 13. There's some movement down there. So who's it going to be against? There is a flag. We are down to, just 9 seconds to go. Maybe the Falcons did not have a timeout left. I thought they did. Now they've called intentional grounding on that last play. And they've backed the football up to the 37-yard line. So 9 seconds to go. And it's 3rd and 30. Or 3rd and 20, rather. And it's 4th down. You lose the down on grounding. So 4th and 20 plus for the Falcons. Raiders call timeout. 9 seconds to go, and everybody will think this one over. Well, you know what's coming, don't you? The Hail Mary, you think? Something like that. That's where we're at. We've seen a lot of good defense in this first half. We've seen enough offense to keep you interested, but all in all, well, it's what it should be. We said going into this one, at least I said, I don't know who to pick. You look at the common opponent, you look at the points scored, you look at the points against, and they look pretty even to me. You got 10 players that played last year at Harrison playing for the Raiders. You got 10 players that played last year for Harrison playing for the Falcons. So if you want to look at that being the difference, well, that's even two, including the quarterback for the Falcons, Max Martin, who played at Harrison last year, had that big, but they stopped playing him at quarterback, and Martin was outspoken in the free press overnight, saying that he's got problems with the Raider coaching staff, and he's playing tonight to beat them because he didn't want to lose his job as quarterback at Harrison and become a tight end. Here we go. Falcons will punt here. Just do get it away. That punt by Moore almost blocked again. Falcons will down it, I think. No, one in the end zone. But it's academic. There's no time left on the clock. The first half is over. And a terrific first half it was. So the score here after 24 minutes is Farmington 7, North Farmington 7. Down on the field, we're searching for him, but Sam Fisher's down there somewhere, hopefully with Farmington coach Corey Saroch. Sam?
Looking for Saroch. Come on, Mr. Corey Saroch here.
We'll just sort of vamp for a moment or two, because again, we're hoping to hear from Falcon coach Corey Saroch at
looks
the
like
half.
Saroch doesn't want to have a chat.
In this 7-7
and
tie.
No chat from Corey.
Whoops, excuse me.
Right now on the field, the United Pom-Pom squad. And if we get Sam Fisher and Corey, give it to me!
I met a boy last week trying to run that game. Made it sound so sweet when he say my name. I said, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive all night, but can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for one to blow my mind. Maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a stick of the week to change round, so the type of red hot love that got me freezing. Say you can go all night the way you lay that check. Girl, if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. Okay. You better play that sax. No fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow. Get loose, get right, get a grip around me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. That's it. Get loose, get right, get a grip around me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. That's it. I need a stick, but don't get the change round. So the red hot love that got me freezing. Say you can go all night the way you lay that check. If you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Ladies and gentlemen, Farmington United Pom-Pom.
Flock Nation, way to go, kids.
halftime at Holland Field with the spirit of North, Raider Marching Band. Tonight, we take you back to the time when John Harrington started coaching at Harrison High School. We've got him now. Drum major, first class, Amber Wayne, is your band ready? The Raider Marching Band presents Motown. again at our Tag Days concert October 24th in the Hunt Auditorium. Then see us at our final home game October 25th. Same Raider time, same Raider place. But until then, I'm Matthew Zivian, and as always, go Raiders!
Bill, let's hear from some of the young athletes in their own words. We'll start with a couple of star players for the Farmington Falcons, starting with the running back, Jordan Turner.
After this school year for football, it meant a lot. You know, it's my senior year, 3-year varsity my last year. And, I've been fighting with my brothers on the football field for 3 years. It's our 3rd year, and it's just exciting to see how far we can get together. After last week, we gave her a 24-hour rule. So on Saturday, we just started focusing on North, watching film, studying what they do, and our whole focus to practice hard, give 100% effort every day in practice, and then we just got to execute to our best on Friday when we play.
It's been
Coach Soroch, tell us about Jordan Turner.
Tremendous kid, really well-rounded kid. He is he's a Division I recruit. He's going to Wisconsin next year. Played 3 years varsity football for us as a linebacker, tight end, running back, does a lot of things for us. But an even better kid than he is a football player. He's a high GPA kid, 3.8, 3.9, honors classes. 3-year captain for us. You could give me all day to talk about him. He's a great kid. You want kids like Jordan Turner in your football program.
And also starring for the Falcons this year is Jaira Alexander. And here are his thoughts on the big game against the North Farmington Raiders.
It's been a great ride so far. The switch from Harrison to Farmington, it was different at first. We had to take time to get used to it, but I really think it means a lot. Because it shows how 2 teams can come together and be one, and then make an actual run. And so I really enjoy that part. And we just take steps every week, becoming better that way. We can have no setbacks for any team we face.
Coach Soroch, you have to have players like that. Of course, you've been getting great play out of the quarterback position so far, but without guys like that, you're just a quarterback. You can't beat anybody.
Absolutely. So Jaira came over from Harrison this year, and he was voted one of 5 captains for us by his teammates. Very mature kid, really cool kid to be around. He has a great personality. He's definitely the verbal leader of our football team. Doing awesome stuff on the football field as well as a tight end and as a linebacker. He's definitely a good leader for us.
Coach Kirstein, let's meet some of the North Farmington Raiders, starting with Sylvan Brown, tight end, and we've seen him make some plays on the defensive side of the ball. No question about that. Let's first hear from Sylvan Brown, then talk about him.
And making sure I stay on my studies and keeping everything together in class. Like if I had one of my teammates in class talking, let them know, like, be quiet, we can talk at practice, And then on the field, just making sure everything stays focused, because we have a goal. We all want to win. Well, each week we do install, we watch film. Our coaches make us a scouting report, which is basically like a packet that tells us everything we need to know about the team we're going against. So, each week we do the same thing. So, Farmington, we're going to knock them down.
Coach, Sylvan doesn't sound overwhelmed by the prospect tomorrow night. He seems like he's ready for the challenge, certainly.
Yeah, so Sylvan's been with us on varsity for the last 3 years at Harrison. And, really kind of the neat thing to see with him is, a little bit about him, is the growth he's made since his freshman year and even before that as a person, changed his academics, just his whole attitude about life. Those are some of the great things that you really like to see as a coach and as a teacher, the growth he's made. And I think, obviously, as far as a football player, he's improved, and he's a leader for us, and he's a kid that we lean on quite a bit.
That's the best part of coaching, isn't it? You get these kids when they're 9th graders, and and you watch them, maybe not turning to men by the time they're seniors in high school, but certainly pretty close to it.
Yeah, no doubt. That's an exciting part of it, is just that overall growth, and then, you know, seeing where they turn out in the next 10, 15 years, you know, what type of successful adults that they turn into. You know, those are some of the things that really excite you as a teacher and a coach, is those relationships.
We talked about Sylvan's contributions on the defense. Another name we've called an awful lot this season on TV 10 as we've been fortunate to bring you the North Farmington Raiders of football games is Andrew Dooley, the linebacker. Here are his thoughts on the big game.
Helping people around the school, helping the kids, because it's a new program to them, so they don't really, they have to get used to it. I'm helping them adjust. I help them adjust. We prepare the same every week. Like if it's Pontiac, Farmington, Avondale, it's all the same.
It's just making sure my
All right, so Andrew Dooley, he's going to play a big role for you there on Friday night, Coach Erstein. We know that.
Yeah, you know, he's played a big role for us all year long, and I expect the same out of him. Kind of a cool thing I heard both him and Sylvan say was about helping their classmates, helping their teammates. You know, Andrew's a buddy in our special ed program. Coach Soroch and myself, we've organized a special ed fundraiser for Special Olympics. So, you know, it's kind of cool to see the guys get an opportunity for that, and you know, be able to bring it full circle back to the whole community.
Now, we've talked about some of the players that have come over from Harrison. John Burnett's a bit of a different story. A kid that came into North Farmington as a 9th grader. He's a senior right now, and yeah, he's jacked for tomorrow night.
is just making sure my team's prepared for every game and just knowing what we have to do to go and execute and just doing our job, because take it one game at a time. Is just I think it's helped us prepared a lot, because it's obviously a big game coming up, and it's like we're both 7-0, so this is for the league and city championship, and the expectations are higher for us to go out and get the win, especially for our community and for the school. So I just think that me and the two other captains, being leaders of the team, we got to prepare the same way we have for everyone else, because we've been on a winning streak, so that's pretty much it.
Coach Erstein, talk about this young man again, a guy who's been around the program a little longer than you have. He's been here all 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's excited for what the program's looking like right now and kind of the changes that he's seen. Obviously, he's seen the highs and the lows, and you know, he's a high motor kid that loves football. You know, he'd be just, you know, the type of kid that you want on the field and want on your team, both as a leader and as a playmaker.
Back to Holland Field. A 7-7 tie as we get ready for quarter number 3. You know, to be honest, I still don't know who won the coin toss tonight, whether it was the Raiders and they elected to take the opening kickoff, or whether it was the Falcons and they elected to defer. Doesn't matter now. The Raiders had the first possession of the football game, and that means that in the second half, Sergio Sambati, who usually kicks it into the end zone, will kick off to the Farmington Falcons. A 7-7 tie, a blocked punt recovered in the end zone for a touchdown by Andrew Dooley, giving the Raiders their only points. That came with 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. And then Max Martin answering for the Falcons late in the first half, an 11-yard touchdown scamper with 1:06 to go before halftime, and that's where we are, 7-7. The Falcons had an opportunity maybe to get points on the board late in that second quarter after they recovered a Jacob Busambra fumble at the 39-yard line, but things didn't quite work out. There was some controversy on a third down play where it appeared the Falcons were trying to spike the football. They were called for grounding, and it became fourth and unmanageable, and the half came to an end with the Falcons punting the football away. So a 7-7 tie here as we move into quarter number 3. It's been a good defensive battle, but again, there's been enough offense to keep you interested. Falcons will scrimmage 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line as this mid-October evening begins to get a little bit chilly. Temperatures down into the upper 40s right now, enough to make you wish maybe you'd brought gloves. But I'll tell you, so many fans here tonight, it's hard to imagine that they're too chilly as they watch this battle for the jug. Martin fakes the handoff and didn't fool anybody. Going to be brought down in the backfield by Malik Hardy and Des Blanche. And it's a loss of 7. As you take a look at it, and it brings up second down and 17 from the 13. So on the first play of the second half, the Falcons are in reverse. This is not unlike how the evening began for the Falcon offense. On their first possession, they ran for a yard, lost a yard on second down, had an incomplete pass, and were forced to kick it away. And it was that punt which was blocked and recovered in the end zone by the Raiders. Max Martin maybe got the 7 yards that were lost on first down. Back on second, and he does as they spot the football at the 20-yard line. So 3rd and 10 for Farmington from the 20. Give the tackle to number 56, Blake Morris, with an assist from Sylvan Brown. 3rd and 10, Falcons. They and the Raiders in the battle for the OAA Blue Division Championship are tied 7-7. We're in the second half now. Martin's got a lot of time. Can't find a man. Now he'll flip it to the right side, threw it into traffic. He tried to get it to Jacody Sikora, but there with the breakup was Taj Cheatham. And the pass goes incomplete. And the Falcons will send out Nolan Moore to punt. I don't think that's necessarily where Martin wanted to throw the ball, and he's fortunate that it was not picked off. There were 2 Falcon receivers right there in the vicinity, one of whom was busting down the sideline and looked for a moment as though he might get free, and maybe that's who Martin was trying to throw to, but if he was, he didn't throw it far enough. Eddie Lenton back to receive along with Jesper Beeler for North Farmington as Moore stands there at the 5-yard line, gets the snap and steps into his punt. They let it drop at the 50, and it was bounding deeper into Raider territory, so it was fielded by Lenton, and he stepped out of bounds with Stevie Guerrero right there in the vicinity, and that's a good-looking punt for Farmington. Goes for 38 yards to the 42-yard line of the Raiders. So they will take over in this 7-7 tie at their own 42. Not bad field position, but it could have been worse. A good punt for the Falcons, and a nice bounce involved in it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Jacob Busamra. Got Brunette on his right hip. Oh, he had that pass nearly picked off by Farmington linebacker Engelbert Vila. Vila was right there, and that was close to a pick 6. He had both hands on the football, couldn't haul it in. Vila, as we look at the replay, he was leaping a bit more than we thought originally, but boy, I tell you, he did get a hand on it. Pass was apparently intended for Miles Gresham. 2nd and 10. Gresham in the slot where you have 3 receivers on the right side. A nice looking play right here as Brunette goes busting down the left side. He's running along the numbers towards the goal line to the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. 58 yards by the senior, John Brunette. Brunette has given the Raiders the lead with 9:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter. That play looked like he was set up to run to the right, and it went to the left, and there was a seam there, and he just busted through the Falcon defensive line, and he was off to the races, and nobody was going to catch John Brunette on that touchdown run. Extra point is up and no good. He pulled it. Sambati misses the extra point. The Raiders take a 13-7 lead. They drive 58 yards in 2 plays, and they do it in 19 seconds. No, they do it in 17 seconds. They take a 13-7 lead. That's the first offensive touchdown tonight by the Raiders. They got their other one on a blocked punt, but it's Brunette. Just a very simple off left tackle play. He didn't have to cut or anything. He had the opening at the line of scrimmage, and really by the time he took his third step, he was gone. A 58-yard jaunt by John Brunette. Coach John Herstein, in his first year here, was talking about the kids that have been in the Raider program since they were freshmen, since they were ninth graders, and John Brunette, one of them, one of the co-captains for North Farmington. And in this, the biggest game of his career to date, he makes the biggest play of his career, a 59-yard scoring run. Kickoff goes into the end zone. So the Falcons will start at their own 20-yard line.
Now we're going to do our first 50-50 raffle drawing. Get your tickets out. The winner tonight will take home $429.
But now they trail again.
550-1596. 550-1596.
If you look at it, this game has been tied for maybe 7 minutes. And the rest of the time tonight, the Raiders have had the lead. They scored with 5:15 to go in the first quarter, and they have retaken the lead here a couple of minutes into the second half. The Falcons have not led in this game tonight. They'll keep it on the ground on first down. And it's Keon Shaw for a couple.
We're also giving away a gift card to Mr. Joe's. Winning number for the gift card is
Officially Shaw with a 3-yard pickup on first down.
42. Gift card winning number 55025.
Smells like someone has started a campfire here at Holland Field. It's quite nice, actually. I just can't get over it every time I look to the fencing that surrounds the perimeter of the track, that constitutes the perimeter of the track here at Holland Field, and I see those fans lined up 2 and 3 deep to watch this football game here tonight. Shaw, give him 2 to the 25. Make it 3rd down and 5. There's that Falcon offense, and they need a big play of their own or a big drive. They trail it now 13-7. We're in quarter number 3. The winner leaves tonight undefeated, and the loser does not. Martin keeps it, cuts it up inside, gets the first and more to the 45 before he's bounced out of bounds on a hit by Taj Cheatham. Browns forward progress all the way out to the 47-yard line, and Martin, who had a 26-yard carry in the second quarter, goes for 22 on this one. Nice little cut right there. And then Cheatham bangs him out of bounds, but not before it's a first down Farmington. And they're at their own 42-yard line. Keon Shaw has been doing the bulk of the ball carrying work for Farmington. He gets the carry here, and he's into Raider territory, maybe. See where they set that ball down. Yeah, it's good. Well, yeah. Back end of the football's touching the midfield stripes, and the ball's at the 50, and it's an 8-yard gain for Shaw. Looked like he got a little further than where they put the ball, didn't it? 2nd and 2. Farmington at midfield. No, that's not right. I'm sorry. It is 2nd down and 7, not 2. Line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, the 43. Got a Raider jumping here. There's a big number. I'm not sure which number that was. Thought I saw a 59, but it can't be. I don't have a 59. At any rate, they'll walk off 5 to the 45. And guess what? Now it's 2nd and 2. straight up I formation for the Falcons, and here comes Keon Shaw again. He's into the second level. He's down to the 35. A flag comes in late. Shaw just went busting up the gut for a quick, as you can say it, 10 yards. And additional yardage on that flag. It's going to be 15 more. Personal foul. So give Shaw 10 on the rush. 15 more on the penalty. And the Falcons have the football at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Seen a lot of flags tonight. Seen a lot of calls against both these teams. No gain and maybe a loss there for Aaron Watson. Rashad Green Jr. stopping Watson in the backfield. No gain on the play. So it remains at the 21-yard line. It is 2nd down and 10. There goes Shaw. He's going to be brought down at the linebacker level, but not before he gets to the 16-yard line, a pickup of 5 yards. Third down and 5. Sylvan Brown credited with the stop. The line to gain here is the 11. The Falcons are at the 16. An important drive for them to answer after the Raiders took the lead. Direct snap to Martin. Oh, he got drilled. He fumbled the football. The Falcons recover it. Sylvan Brown just hammered Max Martin. The ball came free, but it was recovered by Jira Alexander. Look at that hit. Drove him back, drove the ball free, and Alexander able to fall on it for the Falcons. My goodness. We will get a field goal attempt here as the line of scrimmage is back to the 19. To be a 36-yard field goal attempt. Eli Bride, the kicker. No good. So the Falcons are denied points on what was a pretty solid drive until they got to the red zone. And it remains 13-7 in favor of North Farmington with 4:56 to go here in the third quarter. No points for Farmington there. And the Raider offense is back on the field. It was John Burnett with a 58-yard romp on their last possession that broke the 7-7 tie and put the Raiders on top, 13-7. Here comes Gresham. A lot of traffic there, and it's Turner who brings him down. Maybe no gain on that play. Maybe a loss of a couple. Yeah, loss of 3 back to the 17 for Gresham. How about that pursuit by Wisconsin bound at Jordan Turner, number 12. So 2nd down for North Farmington. That's John Brunette, number 3 in the backfield next to the quarterback Busabra. They fake the handoff to him, and I'll tell you what, Aaron Watson didn't exactly buy the fake, did he? Boy, he just stepped into Busabra. Busabra gets 2 on the carry, but boy, he paid for it. 3rd and 11 for the Raiders from the 19. Oh, check it, from the 18, so just a gain of a yard on that last play. Busama got some time. Deep home run ball. Overthrows Eddie Linton. Linton had a step. The ball just a little too far. So the Raiders will punt it away. The Falcons hoping for good field position here. See Bosamer stepping into his throw, and there's Linton, and indeed he was behind the defender Julian Ama. But it's an incomplete pass, and Bosamer will stand near the goal line and look to punt it away for the Raiders. Back for the Falcons is Jacody Sakura standing at his own 45. The punt is away. Takes a nice Raider bounce, and Sakura wisely just lets it roll, and it rolls, and it rolls all the way to the 38-yard line. 43-yard punt by Brunette.
Down at the 38-yard line, will be first and 10 Farmington.
Nice 43-yard, great bounce, eh? All right, Falcons have the football at their own 38 with 3:13 to go here in the third quarter.
Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports.
You take another look at that punt. It lands at about midfield, almost exactly at midfield, but look at that hop it took. Tell you, the Raiders fortunate as well that it didn't hit one of their players downfield there. It was close. That would have been a live football. All right, Farmington trailing 13-7. First and 10, fumbled on the snap. Martin picks it up, eludes the pursuit. He's going to pick up solid yards down the sideline. Gets drilled at the 40. He fumbled it a second time, and he may have recovered it a second time. He goes from one 38 to the other 38-yard line. Got popped at the end of it. The ball came free. I haven't seen a signal yet, but I believe it to be Farmington football here. On what would be Max Martin's third big run of the night, a 24-yarder to go with a 26-yarder and a 22-yarder. A big discussion has ensued. There may be a flag down near midfield, and I think there is, or was. It's been picked up. Coach Soroch, whatever the decision, doesn't like it. Corey Soroch upset on the far sideline, and he's waving his Falcons back. And now we see the flag right there on the sideline at about the 43-yard line. And they march the football back, apparently, to the 47. So the 24-yard run negated somewhat. It turns in the final analysis. It is a gain of +9 for Farmington on first down, and it is 2nd and 1 from their own 47-yard line. All right, 2nd and 1. Here comes. It looked like that ball almost came free again. Fighting for yards was Keon Shaw. And it appears that he got the yard he needed for a first down, and he did. So the new line of scrimmage is the 48, and it's 1st and 10 Falcons. Falcons losing yardage as the result of that penalty a moment ago to wipe out the 24-yard gain by Max Martin. But remember, he fumbled the snap, and then he fumbled at the end of the play. He was able to recover both. And the Falcons angered that they lost the yardage due to the penalty, and Corey Soroch is still talking about it across the way with one of the officials. But they also have to remember they're pretty fortunate here. They're calling a timeout.
Timeout called by Farmington High School.
The Falcons are calling a timeout.
First timeout.
And Soroch is still talking to the side judge across the way. 1st and 10 Falcons as they use their first time out of the second half. But Coach Soroch was upset about the way the first half came to an end on the intentional grounding call that cost the Falcons a chance to put points on the board, points which at the time would have broken a 7-7 tie. And he's, for whatever happened down there at the end of that run by Max Martin a couple of plays ago, he's pretty upset about that as well. But at any rate, Falcons should gather themselves here and realize, hey, they're down 6. They've got the ball first down near midfield, so let's concentrate on moving that football, says the Farmington High grad, class of 73, which, by the way, continues to rule. My name is Rich Kincaid. Glad to have you with us here on TV 10. Glad to have graduated from Farmington High School back in 73 as well. A lovely school. 2 schools that are terrific here in the district, and they're meeting one another tonight. We got a North Farmington player jumping offside, Blake Morris, and it'll be 1st and 5.
Penalties offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty remains first down.
Falcons will keep it conservative, keep it on the ground. Keon Shaw, and he picks up 3. 2nd down and a couple. I heard a whistle. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure why. I see no flags. I see no injured players. The clock is stopped. Now the whistle, and they'll start the clock again. All right. For whatever reason, they stopped the clock here momentarily, but now it's underway again. 2nd down and 2. Falcons in Raider territory, and they'll get first down yardage on a nice little run up the middle by Aaron Watson. Watson gets 5 and a first. So we're in the waning moments of the 3rd quarter here. But the Falcons looking to put together a drive. They have it 1st down and 10 at the Raider 39. Raiders lead the game 13-7. We've got 1:16 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. In the showdown, the first ever meeting of these two teams when they're each 7-0. Oh, busting through into the 2nd level goes Watson, this time down to the 30-yard line. It looked like Watson was going to be stopped at the line, but suddenly he broke through. And he's all the way down. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 8 by Watson. Look here. I thought he stopped right there. Whoop, no, he's not. Down to the 31-yard line. Watson on the carry for a gain of 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Falcons at the 31-yard line. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Up under center, Martin with the give. And dragged forward is Jordan Turner for a gain of 3. Solomon on the stop as the Falcons pick up a 1st down on that carry by Turner to the 27-yard line. He gets 4. 1st and 10, Farmington at the 27. That's going to do it for quarter number 3, I believe. We've got 20 seconds to go in it. You can see the breath of the players and the officials. So that tells us we've got kind of our first chilly night of the year. Maybe they will get one more playoff here in the 3rd. They will. It's going to lose yardage. Keon Shaw, and weighed down at the bottom was Rashad Green, who went low to tackle him. And it's a loss of a yard or 2, and the quarter's going to come to an end on that nice defensive play by the Raiders. It'll be 2nd down and 11 as that play lost a yard for Keon Shaw. And the Raiders will take the lead into the fourth quarter. But the Falcons driving here as we go into the fourth. And it has been all that it was cracked up to be, a close, exciting football game, and the crowd here is stupefying. Lined up around. Look at that perimeter fencing. You see behind the players there, and you see them 2 deep, 3 deep in some spots. The visiting stands are completely full across the way, filled with Falcon fans, and down below us, the much larger home stands are likewise completely filled. It is a great sight here at Ron Holland Field. Used to be that this game was played for the old Yule log, and it used to be, and it was for a long time, the last game on the schedule for both teams. It was the City of Farmington Championship, and from 62 until 83, it was always the last game of the season for these two teams. I remember it well when I was a youth. Now they play for the Jug. That Jug, since Farmington won last year 27-7, is on the Falcons side of the field. Farmington has beaten North Farmington 3 in a row, and 6 of the last 7 meetings. Here they come, 2nd down and 11. Max Martin with a nice fake, and the throw, and a diving attempt down there, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver was Alexander, and it's 3rd and 11. Third and 11 Falcons, 13-7 Raiders. We're in the fourth quarter now. And when the goosebumps form, I don't know if because it's the temperature dropping or the fact we got a good one underway for you here on TV 10. A juggled snap by Martin. He's not going to be able to escape trouble this time. First to get to him was Eddie Lenton. Sterling Solomon was not far behind. Martin tackled in the backfield for a loss on a key 3rd down play. He's back to the 35-yard line. It's a loss of 7. It's 4th and 18, and the Falcons will have to punt it away, one supposes. Nice speed by Eddie Lenton. You had to like the part at the end there where he left his feet trying to get leverage to bring Max Martin down. Turned out all he had to do was slow him down because Sterling Solomon was charging in there as well. It all happened because the snap was bobbled and the timing of the play is thrown off as a result of that. Nolan Moore with the punt. Just wants to pooch it down there and bury the Raiders down deep. Gets a favorable bounce, and the Raiders will start deep in their own territory as it's downed at the 11. Sam Zervo's got down there to down the football. As we take a look at this punt again. So it's only a 24-yard punt. But it's exactly what the Falcons needed. So here are the Raiders on 1st down. Oh, and they got a nice carry on 1st down from Brunette. Remember, it was John Brunette who had the 58-yard scoring run in the 3rd quarter to break the tie. We're getting a timeout down on the field. As Brunette got the football out to the 16-yard line for a 4-yard gain. And I'm not sure, again, why they stopped the clock here. I don't believe anybody used a timeout. Maybe a player was hurt and needed a little help getting to the sideline. All right, 2nd down and 6. Samra finds Lenton open on the left side and Eddie Lenton out beyond the 25 to the 27-yard line for an 11-yard gain and a first down. There's see Lenton. He's got a seam in that defense and makes the catch. And actually, they give him progress to the 28-yard line, so it's a 12-yard catch. First and 10, North Farmington at the 28. North Farmington leads Farmington in this one, 13-7 with 10:16 left to go in the football game. Brunette tries the left side, able to turn the corner, and here he comes down the sideline into Falcon territory. They say he stepped out at the 47. So Brunette gains 19. It's a first down. And again, a 19-yard pickup by John Brunette to go with that 58-yarder in the third quarter that went for a score and which broke a 7-7 tie. And that is the last score in the football game to this point. Raiders 13, Falcons 7. So the Falcons had him pinned deep at the 12-yard line after the punt, but for the second time in the game tonight, the Raiders, starting deep in their own zone, quickly move out towards midfield. Flag on this play. A procedure call against the Raiders. Moves the ball back to the 42. Second down and 15. Full house backfield here, and they faked aggression. Busamra wanted to throw, now he wants to run, and he's hit out near the 45-yard line as Alan Roberson got to him, but Busamra able to fall forward after the hit to the 47, so he gets 5. And it's going to be third down, right? No, second down. Second down and 10. Second down and 10 from the 45. Brunette right up the middle, and boy, did he get popped, and the ball came free. It's loose. It was loose for the longest time, and I'll tell you what, one of the Falcons just seemed like he was stunned just looking at the football, and the Raiders are able to recover. Falling on the ball, that's number 73, Kevin Probakar. Whoa, that's a big play. Brunette gets hammered here, hammered by Turner. And one of the Falcons, as I watched the play, he just looked like he was stunned by what had happened, and for a moment he was frozen in time. The loss is back to the 42-yard line. That's third and 15. Oh, the Raiders fortunate to maintain possession. Now a long pass and nearly completed for a first down across the way to Eddie Lenton, but he couldn't bring it in. So the Raiders will be punting the football here from their own 42. What's the situation with the clock? Well, there it is. 8:32. And we're getting to nail-biting time, but it's too cold to bite your nails tonight. So whatever you do to burn up nervous energy, you're going to be doing it here in the next few minutes. A 13-7 football game. Busamra puts the boot to it. And it is fair caught back at the 24-25-yard line. And after that fair catch by Sikora, Farmington will take over at the 25. 33 yards on the punt. And 8:25 left. Raiders 13, Falcons 7 in the battle for the jug and the battle to remain undefeated and the battle for the OAA Blue Division title. You know, it's been a while since Farmington or North Farmington have won themselves a division title. This is a big deal. Max Martin spins his way to the 29-yard line. Clark Crockett had him wrapped up, but Martin able to spin free a little bit and then fall forward to the 29. Oh, they'll give him the 30. So 5 yards for Martin on first down. Clock running, Falcons huddling. Right now, the difference in the football game is John Burnett's third quarter 58-yard run. Backside pressure coming. They wipe Martin out. The ball comes free. The Falcons have recovered it, but my, oh my, did Martin get hammered from behind. Fumble recovered by the Falcons, but way back at the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 20 on the play. Keep running that thing. Was that 7? I think that was 7. Eddie Lenton, who came in with that hit on Martin on the blitz. It is 3rd and 25 from the 10. Falcons recovered the football at the end of it. You know, all the excitement, I can't tell you which Falcon fell on the ball, but one of them did. And that may have saved the football game right there. However, it is 3rd down and 25. And Max Martin, none the worse for the wear apparently, under pressure at his goal line, throws a screen pass, and this will get decent yardage out to the 25-yard line on the run by Keon Shaw. So they get 15 back, but they're going to have to punt it away. Or is there a flag down there? I hear another whistle. As you watch Shaw busting into the open field, and Taj Cheatham, number 23, and Sylvan Brown, number 22, are there to hit him more or less simultaneously. Keon Shaw shaken up a bit, apparently. We got a penalty here against the Raiders. Got a personal foul here against the Raiders. It's going to give Farmington a first down. How huge is that? It's going to give the Falcons the football at the 40-yard line. Remember, it was 3rd and forever back at their own 10. And now they have a fresh set of downs out to the 41-yard line on the throw to Shaw, plus a personal foul. 1st and 10, Falcons at their own 41-yard line. What a turn of events with 6:20 to go, and that clock is over there to my left going tick, tick, tick. A 6-point game, 13-7 Raiders. And across the way, Flock Nation looking on, the student section for Farmington High School on what's turning into a chilly mid-October evening. Martin's going to keep it. Martin's going to lose yards. Martin's going to be brought down by Crockett and a gaggle. He'll lose 5. Yeah, he'll lose 4. No, that's 5. Yeah, he's, well, no, ball's at the 37. The line of scrimmage was the 41, so it's a 4-yard loss. Second down, 14 to go. And there you see Flock Nation at the top of your screen. Clock is running at 5:19 and 5:18, etc., etc. 2 timeouts left for Farmington, all 3 for the Raiders. I think the Falcons are calling timeout here. Yeah, and I think that's just a wasted timeout. I just don't think they got the play in time, and they had to use the timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty, and that leaves them with just 1. The situation, you see the steam as players exhale. So, yeah, it's that time of year, right? You see the steam when players perspire, and there's a lot of that going on tonight. A 13-7 football game, and the team you see right there, the North Farmington Raiders, the wearers of the brown and yellow, they've got the 13. They got one touchdown on a blocked punt recovered in the end zone. They got a second touchdown on a second half 58-yard John Brunette touchdown jaunt. He's number 3 right there in the middle of your screen, John Brunette. Here we go, second down, 14 Farmington. They're at their own 37-yard line. We approach 5 minutes remaining in the football game. Martin with a keeper after a delayed handoff, and he's got a little bit of running room on that far side along the sideline. He's all the way out to midfield. So he picks up 13 yards. It's 3rd and 1 at the 50. The clock now at 4:50. It's stopped on the out of bounds. So 3rd and a yard. Question very much up in the air right now whether that jug stays on the Farmington sideline or whether the Raiders, when the final gun sounds, are going to be able to come across the field and grab it. Keon Shaw first down, and he was tripped up, or he might have gone for serious yardage. He gets 4 to the 46, and Clark Crockett went low to stop him. Look at it right here. It looks like he was maybe off to the races, and then he got popped. 1st and 10 Farmington at the Raider 46. Clock is stopped with 4:38 remaining. The Falcons wanted to come to the line of scrimmage and run a play, and they're being told by the officials, we're not ready for you just yet. There we go. Clock begins to run again. 4:40 left in the football game. 1st and 10 Falcons at the 46. Shaw again, no. Not gonna pick up anything because Sylvan Brown said so. No gain on the play. Watch number 22 for North Farmington with the wrap up right there. Stops Shaw at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and 10. They are 3 abreast in the backfield with the quarterback Max Martin in the middle. It might have been a busted play. He's going to try and make something of it. A little stiff arm will get Max Martin down to the 42. A 4-yard gain. I'm not sure that that was intended to be a Max Martin run, but it turned out to be one, and he gets 4. 3rd down. 6 to go from the 42. I'll tell you what, the Falcons have taken their sweet time running plays here. We're down to 3:20 to go in the football game. And they've only got 1 timeout left, and they're fast approaching the period where if you turn over possession of the football, you're not going to get it back. 1 timeout left for the Falcons. That's it. And look at how much time it's taking to get to the line. We're down to nearly 3 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, and there's a whistle. And there's a timeout, the first of the second half, called by the Raiders, so a little bit of a break for the Falcons on that one. Timeout number 1 by North Farmington, and it comes with exactly 3 minutes to play. 3 minutes to go, a 58-yard run by John Brunette in the 3rd quarter, breaking a 7-7 tie in this one. That run by Brunette early in the 3rd quarter with 9:49 left in it. Came on the second offensive play that the Raiders ran here in the second half. Right now, it is a 3rd down, 3rd down and 6 for Farmington. You see him gathered around Coach Soroch right there. Well, do or die time now, isn't it? You see some extra cameras down there. I don't know if you noticed them or not, but there is a documentary crew filming this game. And they are so professional. The cameras everywhere, microphones everywhere. 3rd and 6. Martin, play action, wants to go deep. Here it comes, home run ball. Down the field, into the corner, and incomplete. Fourth and 6. Flag came in really late here. I saw it called in the NFL once, where they called an intentional grounding where the quarterback, and I think it might have been Tom Brady at Ford Field, just overthrew his receiver by 20 yards down the middle. It was obvious he was just trying to avoid an interception or what have you. And but I don't think you make that call at the high school level. And if that's what they're considering here, I'd have to question that. Here we go. It's a personal foul against the Falcons. So it would have been 4th and 6, and now it's going to be 4th and 21. We've got 2:52 to go in the game. The Falcons have 1 timeout left. 4th down and 21 from the 43. They have to get the football down to the 36-yard line. So 4th and 23. My goodness. Falcons are in punt formation. Sam says they're going to fake it. I don't see how you punt it here if you can get the football back with only 1 timeout to go, but kick it away they do. And it goes out of bounds. It's a short kick. It goes out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Goes out of bounds just a few yards away from where the line to gain was. So the Raiders have the football. 1st and 10 at the 32. We've got, 2:46 to go in the game. Farmington has 1 timeout. And they've got to get a 3 and out here to have any chance at all, it would seem. Raiders 13, Falcons 7. A misdirection carried by Brunette, stopped before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Engelbert Vila and Cameron Sims there on the stop. And the play loses 3. Vila's 52, and number 9 is Cameron Sims. Loss of 2 officially, back to the 30. Clock running at 2:10. I formation. Busamra fakes the give to Gresham, throws, and it's caught. It's going to be a 1st down. Complete to Justice Clark. Aaron Watson on coverage, and he made the tackle. But the Raiders pick up a 1st down on that 13-yard toss out to the 42-yard line, and they just barely pick up the 1st down to boot. That may be the big play right there, that pitch and catch caught by Justice Clark. 1st and 10 Raiders. They've got the football at the 42-yard line. And we're down to 100 seconds to go. The clock is running here at Holland Field. I think this game's over. It's 13-7 Raiders. The Falcons have only 1 timeout left, and I think the Raiders can take a knee. I think they're going to win this thing. North Farmington actually calls a timeout here with 1:29 to go. That's their 2nd. I think they're going to talk about it. Is it time to just take a knee? Is it time for victory formation? I think they've won this football game. It was a blocked punt in the 1st quarter that was recovered in the end zone by Andrew Dooley. that gave North Farmington a 7-0 lead a minute or so before halftime. Max Martin scrambled in for 11 yards to tie it up for Farmington 7-7, but John Burnett early in the third quarter with a 58-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good, but it doesn't appear that that's going to matter. A 13-7 lead for the North Farmington Raiders, and a minute and 29 seconds left to go, and that's all. They've got it 1st and 10, as you see, at the 42-yard line. And a minute, 29 seconds away from victory. One timeout, that's all that's left for Farmington. They'll set up in an I formation here. They give it to the up back. Turner is there to put the stop on Andrew Dooley for a loss of 3. I don't think they care about the loss of 3 aspect. There's a flag, though. The officials confer. And they're going to walk off 5 here against the Raiders, if not more. That's personal foul here against North Farmington. That backs them up all the way to the 24. It is 2nd down. And 28. 2nd and 28 from the 24. But I just heard somebody in the crowd yell, "Take a knee, coach." And with a minute 19 to go, the Raiders are close to being in that situation. I'm not sure they're there just yet, however. And now, the Falcons call their final timeout. Well, they called it before the officials were able to restart the clock. And they call it with a minute and 19 to go. So here's the situation. 2nd down for the Raiders from their own 24-yard line. It's 2nd and a quarter of the football field to go, 28 yards. A minute 19 to play. So they may have to punt to Farmington, right? 2 running plays, 30 seconds in between them. There still might be time left on the clock. So let's see how this one plays out. Advantage Raiders as things stand right now. Busamra up under center. He'll hang out. He's going to throw the ball. And it's complete down there out to the 32-yard line. Caught by Brunette. Turner on the tackle out at the 33-yard line for a gain of 9. Clock continues to run as it's 3rd down and 17. Oh, Farmington had 2 timeouts left. They just called their final timeout. All right. Well, I was keeping track of them, too. All right, we stand corrected then. A minute 10 left to go. And it's going to, as we say, 3rd down and, 17? Scoreboard says 20. And it is. The line to gain is the 48. So 3rd down and 20 from the 32. A minute and 10 to go. I'm surprised if North Farmington threw the football there on 2nd down like that. If that's incomplete, of course, the clock stops. And the main thing the Raiders want to do right now is keep that clock running. They are a minute and 10 away. They lead 13-7. It has been a very good football game. All right, here we go. 3rd and 20. Busamra out of the gun. John Burnett to his immediate right. He rolls right. He'll take a knee. He gives himself up at the 26-yard line. And when he hits the turf, there are 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, and now we're at a minute. So we're into the final minute. No timeouts left for Farmington. The question is, how much time will there be on the clock when the Falcons get the football back? The Raiders are in what assumes they're going to punt, as opposed to just take a knee and give the Falcons the football down at the 26-yard line. It's 4th and 26 from the 26 for the record. Delay of game call against the Raiders comes with 22 seconds left. So that's all, 22 seconds. That'll back them up to the 21. 4th and 31 from the 21. But now just 22 seconds to play. This is not a standard punt formation. They are going to, I assume, try to run out the clock here, just running around in the backfield or some such, but there are 22 seconds left. Busamra, he'll take a safety maybe. Yeah, he's just standing back there in the end zone, clock running, still running, 15 seconds to go. They finally tackle Busamra for the safety that'll make it 13-8. There are 10 seconds remaining in the game. There's a flag.
Busamra tackling the end zone for a safety. There are flags on the play.
So we're at 13-8 with 10 seconds left. So that play took 12 seconds off the clock. It seemed to me that it lasted longer than that. It began with 22 seconds to go, and it ends with 10 seconds to go. As far as the flag is concerned, I have no idea right now. Holding against the offense is declined, and it's a safety. All right. So a free kick for the Raiders here will come with 10 seconds to go, and it's going to take a Hail Mary kind of miracle for the Falcons to pull this one off. I misstated the score. It's 13-9. The safety adding 2 points to the Falcon total, 13-9. I had mentally misassigned the team which had missed the extra point. It was the Raiders after the Burnett touchdown in the third quarter. So the safety makes it 13-9. And the Raiders will kick it away from the 20-yard line. The clock will not start until the football is touched by a Falcon. But there are only 10 ticks left, 10 precious seconds. Now make it 11. They reset it and added a second to the clock. So here we go. Well, no, we have the Falcons ready to receive the kick. The Raiders, however, not yet to make the kick. Massimo Sambati, the outstanding Raiders kicker, puts the tee down right between the hash marks at the 20-yard line. Well, I guess we better gear up here in case we have to call one of those Stanford band plays here with the 5 laterals. Or will the Falcons simply try to down the football as quickly as they can and have an opportunity for a long pass. I think they want another second on the clock. I'm not sure. We're having a little delay here. Yep, that's what they wanted. They put another second on the clock, so now 12 to go. 12 seconds left. Raiders 13, Falcons 9. Sambati, number 25, to kick it away on the official's whistle, and there is that whistle. So the golden shoed one, who kicks with the other shoe, punches it downfield. That's a live ball, and it goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It took 3 seconds off the clock. 9 to go. 9 seconds to go. Falcons have no timeouts. They are 55 yards away from the end zone as they take over at their own 45-yard line. So, yeah, they have time to run one play as long as they get out of bounds in a hurry. That would give them a second snap. Anything else, though, and the game's over. Well, an incomplete pass, of course. But anyways, 9 seconds to go. Three wides to the left side of Max Martin, who's in the gun. Drops to the 35. Pressure. Down he goes. Game's over. Martin goes down at the 36-yard line, and the North Farmington Raiders have defeated the Farmington Falcons 13-9. There's a flag. There's a flag. There's a flag at the 33. This game's not over. That's a defensive penalty. The clock says it's over, but that's a defensive penalty. The game cannot end on a defensive penalty. I believe it to be a defensive penalty. I don't know if you see that flag down there at the 33. Here's the call. I believe we're going to have an untimed down in this game tonight. So it's not over. The game did not end with Max Martin being tackled at his own 36-yard line. It's another personal foul, and this one's against the Raiders. I say another personal foul because we've seen a plethora of them tonight. We've seen personal foul after personal foul after personal foul, and they've gone against both teams. So here we go. It's an untimed down. There is no time left on the clock. The football is at the Raider 40-yard line. It's first down, but that's academic. The game has been extended. And the 40-yard line means that you can reach the end zone with a pass. Keon Shaw, the farthest to the left of the wideouts to the left, and he's going to go streaking down the sideline. And Martin heaves it as far as he can, and it's overthrown. It's incomplete. There are no flags, and now it's official. Now it's over. The Raiders, the North Farmington Raiders, have defeated the Farmington Falcons by a final score of 13-9. And they win the showdown here. They are undefeated. They are 8-0, and the Falcons fall to 7-1. The Raiders win the jug, and the Raiders win the OAA Blue. And the two teams shake hands at the midfield stripe. We had a battle in this one here tonight. You know, we read those comments in the press, and the players on one team wanted to really get after the players on the other because the players on the other had decided to go to Farmington instead of going to North Farmington when they had both started at Harrison. And I'll tell you what, we had a hard-fought football game tonight. We had too many personal fouls, frankly, but it was a game worthy of the build-up and worthy of the more than sellout crowd here tonight at Ron Holland Field. So the Raiders win it tonight, win the OAA Blue Championship, and they improved to 8-0. The only Raider team that's ever been better than 8-0 was the 1978 team, which won their first 11 games before falling in the state championship. So the only team that has ever gotten off to a better start than the 2019 Raiders have, went all the way to the state championship. Is that in store for this edition of the Raiders? Well, time will tell. They've got one game left to go. It's here at Holland Field 1 week from tonight against Ipsy Lincoln, a team that Farmington beat earlier this season in week 3 by a score of 35-14. Was this the final game of the year for the Falcons? That's a bit of an open question. Their opponent that they had scheduled for next week has bowed out. And right now the Raiders, the Falcons, I should say, are looking for a replacement, looking for a game next Friday. As of yesterday, Coach Soroch didn't know if they were going to have a game next week or if tonight would indeed be their swan song for the regular season. So that's going to do it. Great night at Holland Field, a night a night like none other, as the Raiders are looking for the jug. It belongs to them now. The Falcons have owned it for the past 3 years, and the Raiders should be able to come over to the sideline and grab the thing. But at any rate, to this point, they have been unable to locate it. And so just for now, the jug is going to go unclaimed. So it was a John Burnett touchdown run, 58 yards. As just a very simple play. He just went off left tackle and was into the second level by the time he had taken his second step. And right down the numbers he went, 58 yards into the end zone. That was the only score of the second half until the Raiders took a safety late in the ball game to run time off the clock with a dozen seconds or so left in the football game. And that accounted for our final score. But John Burnett, the senior, had the big night tonight for the Raiders. Gets the winning touchdown as the Raiders defeat the Falcons by that final score of 13-9. So that's going to do it for us tonight here at Ron Holland Field. So many thanks to Sam Fisher up here with us in the booth. And there's the jug. The jug has been found, and the Raiders covet it. They hold it in the air. They have won it. They have won it on the field of battle, and it, along with the stand, will belong with them or to them and with them until the next time the Falcons beat them in a game of football. So the Raiders have the jug for the first time since 2015, and well, they're pretty happy about that. And why not? Great night for the Raiders. Great football game for everybody. Great atmosphere here at Holland Field. I haven't seen anything like it. All right, that will do it for us. And again, for Sam Fisher, Don Carter down in the truck, along with the rest of our TV10 crew, it's been just a pleasure and an honor to be able to bring you this football game tonight here on TV10. I'm Rich Kincaid. Again, your final score is the North Farmington Raiders 13, the Farmington Falcons 9. The Raiders' march continues. They remain undefeated. The Falcons fall to 7-1. And from Holland Field, we say so long, everybody. Well, that was